Dear business leader and founder, do you know that system and structure in business and organizations are not primarily for growth? Yes, that may sound surprising, especially since many have told you that if you want to grow your business and organizations, you have to build system and structure. But here is the truth: growth and scaling of business are not the same. They are not the same. There are five major stages in business or organizational life cycle. There's other school of thought that said organizations go through 7 stages. I would like to use the latter to communicate the truth I want to communicate with you today. There are 7 stages I want to make use of to communicate this truth to you. Join me on the board. Join me on the board. Join me on the board. This is the business or organization. Here we have development stage. That is one. Here two, we have seed stage. Here we have startup. Here we have growth. Here we have establishment or established stage. Here we have expansion stage, and here we have decline stage. You get it? At this point, every of these stages needs a unique system. Each of these stages require its own unique system and structure. However, listen carefully. However, as a business owner or a founder of organizations, from this stage, the stage 1 to stage 4, stage 1 to stage 4, you may grow your organizations. The possibility for you to grow your organizations without restructure and system is very hard. Each of these stages require its own unique system and structure. However, you can move from stage 1 development to stage 4 growth with flexible or evolving system. But to grow rather from growth to establishment, expansions, you will need real intentional system and structure. You will need intentional system and structure. Yes, that is what you will need here to be able. And business actually start. You actually start business from the stage from growth stage to stage 4. stage 5, stage 6. That is where you really start business. At this point, if you are not available for your business without structure, you cannot maximize the business anymore. You cannot maximize the profit. The business may die. That is why structure is needed for you to be able to sustain the growth, the sustainability of the growth before you move to the establishment. Okay, let's be back here. So, how we be able to explain and share this truth with you? 5 or 6 reasons why structure should be built in your business. Yes, I told you earlier that structure and system is not built primarily for growth. It is to sustain growth. I also established that you can move from stage 1 to stage 4 without really having a real structure. But this is the reason for structure. Number 1, freedom. When you build a structure around what you do, is to operate at a level of operational leadership, free up you from daily tasks, and allow your business to expand on its own. I was listening to a friend yesterday that gave an example. When somebody wants to move out of Nigeria to UK, the business has been building for over 10 years. It closes a business. Why? Because there is no structure to sustain what he is doing. Because he's considering the time he's going to spend in communicating with them, and that will not allow him to be able to do what he wants to do while relocating his family. So freedom, you have a freedom to do what your business requires to move from growth level to establishment level. Number 2, replicability. When you build a structure and your business move from growth to establishment, and you begin to have different locations, if it is a product, you begin to produce the same standard at different locations. If it is a service, you begin to produce, deliver service at the same rate, at the same quality across different centers. To maintain quality, consistency across multiple locations, product and team. Number 3, scalability. Scalability. I told you earlier on, to scale your business structure, you need a real intentional system, intentional structure. If you are going to scale what you do, you need real intentional structure and system to scale what you do. To move from a successful establishment to wide-scale expansions, you need intentional system and structure. Sustainability. These are the reasons for structure and system. You do not want to build an organization that just die with you. You do not want to build an organization that just lasts for 10 years. Without structure, the organization will not be sustainable. To ensure the business survives and thrives beyond direct involvement and continue to impact life, you want to build a system, you want to build an organization that doesn't die with you. You want to build an organization that doesn't need your presence to function. That you could have opportunity to travel to different places, to different nations, execute programs that affect life while the business, the organizations is running for sustainability. For sustainability, whereby the business is sustained and you can also retire. Be on your own while the organizations is moving. Number 5, evolving or evolutions. To break into new market and industry rather than plateau or decline of your activity. You see, when you do not have a structure or a system in a business, such a business will hit plateau. It will get stuck, and you will not be able to break out of where you are. So you could be able to evolve, and if you do not evolve, the business will get to a place of decline. That is the last stage in this 7 developmental stage of business, decline. At that time, if you cannot evolve, you begin to die. The business begin to go into extinction. Lastly, system and structure help you to build legacy, to build an organization that impacts people and communicate through meaningful initiative that affect you and affect life and outlive you and outlive people who work in that organizations. Legacy. A leader always think about legacy, impact. As a business owner and a leader, this is why you should build structure around your business. So before thinking growth, think system. Before talking scaling, build structure. That is how you build not just a business but a movement. Give me your attention. On this note, I want to especially invite you to Isoji Orale Leadership Growth Camp 225, happening live in the heart of Festac, Lagos, Nigeria. And this is the reason why you should be in this seminar. I and some other people will be teaching different growth strategy, and I personally will be teaching on leadership and talking about system, structure that is going to help you to maximize your business beyond your level now, beyond what you are experiencing now. Second, I will help you to break out of plateau that have hit your business. I want to see you there. The program coming up 16th of August 2025. You can register now. Reach out to us and register now. God bless you. I am Isoji Orale.
My name is Mark Henry Patricks. I help CEOs, coaches, and consultants build automated growth engines for their business that help them scale and also that help them become an authority in their niche.
Okay, so you're one of the person that arrived at the conference quite early. So I'm gonna ask you. I was the session today. I was the session this morning by Mr. Isoji Orale.
Okay, so it was a great one. Now, sincerely, one of the things I learned today is the fact that, okay, so let's say probably I've known it for quite some time, but it was more like a resound to me. Everything rises and falls on leadership. And beyond just leadership, understanding that systems and structures are important, because one, you might have leadership skill, leadership ability, you might be running good leadership, but your systems and structures are not in place. It means a lot of things might fall apart. So for him to bring it all together, bringing leadership, systems, and structure together, it's a kudos to him. It's a wonderful one that I'm really, really impressed, and I'm very happy that he has done that today.
Thank you very much. Bringing system, structure, and leadership together is one thing that Mr. Patrick have learned today, and to be honest, that's something this conference is all about. So I'm just gonna ask you this last question. Did you get value for your time today?
I should say more than I expected. Yeah, more than I expected. So not like I expected less, but my expectation was 100, and I'm going above. I'm going home with above 100 today. So it's such a wonderful time today.
Okay, thank you very much for your day, please. Bye.